Hey guys, we're back to another episode of Chef Tunes, your favorite chef. So me, the bull, baby. Anyways, we're doing it big. We're doing it in every way, category, format, style that you could think of in cooking. All right, we do appetizers, side vegetables, entrees. We're doing desserts, and obviously we're doing one today. We're doing crepes. But anything that anybody wants to see, please tune into my Instagram, Facebook, or follow me on YouTube, and check out and subscribe to our Chef Tunes 1. And become a member and part of the movement, so you guys could throw in your suggestions and we'll get them going. But anyway, so we're doing crepes today, and what I did, once again, I really like to focus on using leftovers that we have. So yesterday I made crepes. So I made a batter yesterday. Instead of throwing it away, I decided to kind of use it the following day. So unfortunately, I can't give you guys a quick video on how to make it. But obviously, when it comes to making a crepe batter, pretty much a crepe, it's a style pancake, but it's a real flat one. The crepe is a real thin, and you'll see it's just real thin. And people tend to want to stuff these and roll them in like they're kind of burritos, but they're the sweet ones. And obviously you'll see right now what I'm talking about. So you just go on Google crepe recipe, and all recipes has a real good easy recipe with like 5 ingredients. So obviously you just need flour, some eggs, some milk, a little bit of water, and some butter. You obviously put them in a bowl and you mix that in there. Okay, follow direction. Once it comes to anything like this, signs and figs, it comes to the picture, so you do have to follow measurements. So please follow your measurements when it comes to baking, folks. 1 cup is 1 cup. None of that pinching and none of that stuff. So I did my batter and I got that. So now that we have a batter, we're gonna focus on what we're gonna add to our crepe. So we're doing fruit crepes. And the reason I say fruit is because nowadays with what's going on with food, it's evolving. And they're making savory type of crepes. So there's chicken ones with like mole sauce crepes. And I mean, they sound like enchiladas, but nowadays, the way they're doing with crepes is there's the crepe bar, and you can put anything. There's a limited of ingredients you can add to it. So what I did, I went and I bought some peaches and pears from a can. Once again, you go fresh on this situation, but I just noticed right now that produce and fruits are real expensive. So I kind of like have to watch my wallet as well. So I decided to go a little bit more economical, and I bought the cans. Plus, the corn syrup that's in and all that, you know, it's gonna add flavor and sugar to it, so it's kind of a good thing. So what I did, I bought those from can. I drained the juice, and I have 2 styles. Plus, I have some fresh strawberries, which I chopped. I have fresh strawberries, and also cut up some Kit Kat bars, and you'll see I'm gonna top them off and have whipped cream. So we're gonna start first. We're gonna start by dropping our fruit. Get your pan nice and hot. Right, that's what you want to hear. Once you got something like this, right, we're gonna cook it down a little bit of sugar, brown sugar. You want to get yourself some brown sugar. For something like this, obviously, this is going to serve about 4 portions. So you probably want to add like a ½ cup of sugar, brown sugar. Yeah, you got a little bit of white sugar, but I don't know how the flavor is. So once you get something like that, folks, be safe. Use a spoon if you have to. Right? You got a little bit of butter. I've seen a lot of people cook with butter. But honestly, just because these are canned fruits, I just kind of want to be careful on the sugar and fat. So I think I'm cool with that. So we're going to get that going. It shouldn't take that long. It should be pretty fast, right? Once again, if you're going fresh, you're gonna have to cook them a little longer. But this is the point where you wanna, at the same time, just start thinking about what you are gonna add to it, because everything cooks in stages. So once again, I'm gonna add a little bit of strawberries to it, but the strawberries are way smaller cut than this, so we're gonna add those at the end. So at the same time, we're just gonna let this cook for about a minute. You can start thinking about toppings you can add inside. Now you can add dry toppings like nuts. So you wanna add walnuts, unsalted peanuts, macadamia nuts. You can also buy cocoa, or coconut. You could buy chocolate chips. You got blueberries. I mean, there's unlimited things you could add into a crepe that's totally up to you. But we're gonna stick very traditional with just fruit, whipped cream, and a little bit of chocolate on top, and nothing major. After you cook that a little bit, you can't do this. Just grab a spoon. All right. So we're gonna push this to the side. Fine. Once again. Excuse me, Carlitos. Feel free to taste it. Taste your sauce. Make sure you feel like it's sweet enough for you. Okay. Real sweet. I'm gonna add the strawberries I want to add to it. Okay, and I'm gonna save some as well for the color. All right. Once you have something like this, all right, those nice little colors. All right, we're gonna push this to the side. And now we're gonna make some crepes. And when it comes to making crepes, it get a little bit difficult. The reason I say that is because you have to use a nice pan, like a Teflon pan, that's a non-stick, because you're gonna see right now the crepe. In order for the crepe to be able to set, the pan has to be like anti-stick, which is obviously we're gonna use a little bit of butter. But mine's is a Teflon pan, so technically I don't really have to use it. I can go with a straight spray. So you do need a special pan for this, or you could go to your local store and they sell. Where are they at? They sell the cheap pans. They're like a collection, like they're brand new. Now for cooking for long term, they're not the best thing. But if you want to do crepes, just buy one of these brand new, and these are perfect. And you can use these for crepes, right? Once again, folks, if you're gonna cook at home, invest in your equipment. Obviously you do get what you pay for. So if you're buying cheap equipment, you know it's not gonna help you out. So anyways, I'm looking for the butter because I need a little bit of butter. Butter, where are you? Right there, I found it. Right, I thought I had one open, which I don't. So anyways, you're getting the pan nice and hot. Now you gotta be careful, because butter does burn, so make sure it's not too hot. Right? So cool. We're gonna coat the pan a little bit, like that. And then we're gonna set it down, we're gonna grab a cup. And you're gonna see right now what I'm gonna do with the crepe batter. So get your crepe batter ready to go. Get your pan. Drop some of that crepe batter. Now you don't want too much. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna just coat the pan in the bottom. And whatever doesn't want to, just throw it back in the pan like this. And then go back. And you'll see right now, we're gonna shape that into a nice little crepe. Obviously you want like a non-stick, like if you have a rubber spatula, it's perfect. I don't have one, so I'm just gonna use this. Now obviously I'm gonna show you the right way, the wrong way, and then the semi right and wrong way. And the reason I say that is because technically a crepe has to be very thin. So obviously if you add too much butter, it's gonna be thicker. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong. But obviously a real traditional one, if you guys see, they're real nice and flat and thin. So obviously something like this, depending on how much we spread it and how much you did, it's gonna determine on how thick it is. So obviously I've always learned if a crepe's set, you should be able to lift it with your hands and flip. Right? So you just saw that. And then just real quick, I want to add a quick little tip on my batter. On the All Recipes recipe for the crepe batter, didn't ask for vanilla. I actually have vanilla, so I spiked it. I probably put like 2 tablespoons of vanilla, so now my crepe's a little sweeter too at the same time. Right? So as you can see, not using any tools, just with my hand. Obviously, folks, be safe. You could feel free to use a spatula, whatever you're more comfortable to getting this flip. All right, so once you get one like this, we're gonna put it on the side. We'll make one more, okay? Now there's oil in my pan, so I'm not gonna add any more. Well, not oil, but butter. Right, and now I'm not gonna pour. I'm gonna make this one a thick one. I'm gonna show you the difference, right? So turn your pan, coat the bottom of your pan, right? I'll show you it's gonna look. Now at the same time, while that's going, you're gonna start thinking about all the stuff, getting everything out, ready to go, so you can start building the crepes and you can eat them warm. So this one should take about 10 seconds to set on one side. We're gonna flip it. We're gonna go back to the table. And we're gonna set everything out. I'm gonna show you guys how it's gonna look right now. So obviously we're just waiting for this. Just set. Right. Grab your crepe, turn it around. Right. Once again, if it's a nice Teflon pan, and I want to thank my little brother AJ for hooking me up with this pan. It's been going on real big on Chef too. He hooked me up. I think he was shopping at the Home Shopping Network and he got a free gift and shit. He hooked his brother up, but gotta be thankful for shit. But anyways, so we got our crepe. Feels like it's set, right? I kind of flip it always just to make sure it's set. So there you go. You have a crepe ready to go. So what we're gonna do, grab both of them. And we're gonna go to the table. We're gonna start making them. Woo! To the plate. Bring them back over here, Carlitos. Alright, so we got our crepes right here. We got whipped cream. Now, so I had a Kit Kat bar, so I decided to chop it up. Hey, you can go with Baby Ruth, Snickers, Reese's Pieces. Totally up to you. Kit Kat. Can I get a piece of that Kit Kat bar? Anyway, so we're gonna get our compote, which is our fruit. What we'll do one at a time. So get your crepe, get some fruit lined up in there, right? Stuff your crepe, just like this. Add a little bit of that sauce, right? Get a little bit of that whipped cream. Now, I'm using can, but obviously if you have a KitchenAid and you're better off buying yourself a little bit of heavy whipping cream, a little bit of sugar, some vanilla. Whip it up. That whipped cream is the best one because it holds for like a year. It won't set flat like this one. Watch, you'll see. So add a little bit of whipped cream. And fold your crepe. We're gonna do 2. All right. So let's do 1 more. All right. Same thing. Once again. Put a fruit. Strawberry. Once again, you go with pineapple. You can use with blackberries, blueberries. Totally up to you. All right. We got that. A little bit of moral cream. I'm gonna line them up. And I just pull. It's like making a burrito. All right. Once you get to that point, now you're gonna start decorating your crepe. All right. And some of that fruit on top. Add a little bit of that sauce. Out your spoon. Get all over. Yeah, buddy. All right. If you're gonna eat good. Might as well eat right, baby. So I'm coming out with these recipes. I know we're trying to go healthy, but hey, you can't do nothing about it. Okay. So you go with crepe. A little bit of strawberries. All right. And then some Kit Kat. And there you have it, folks. You go with chocolate sauce, white chocolate sauce, caramel. It's totally on you, but I think I have enough sugar in there with all that caramelized brown sugar with if you got some butter. But we got whipped cream, we got fruit in there that's been set. We got strawberries, we got chocolate. I mean, how much more sugar do you want, baby? But remember, guys, tune into Chef Tunes because we're gonna come in out with these quick, easy recipes, desserts. Especially if you're gonna surprise the wifey or the shorty or the lady, you know, you make these quick, easy recipes. Invite her over and don't even tell her my name. Just say your name and just be like, hey, guess what I learned? Little does she know you're tuning into Chef Tunes. So remember, baby, life is good. Let's eat.